Hello everyone, it's your friend Rick. It is Saturday morning, April 15th, half the month is gone, 2017. You can reach me at rick037@me.com. Had an interesting week. I took a couple weeks off, like a week and a half off from making videos. I was doing some research, and I made a few videos this week, and I believe I've cracked the matrix, big time, and I figured out what to do when you get the notice. I know what to do after you get the notice. I know what to do when you get the income withholding order. I know what to tell your boss now. I got everything. And here's the thing. Under the law, when they send you that letter, that's their way of notifying you. And now it's up to you, because they go by presumptions. So, welcome to the world of rebutting presumptions. And then you gotta, and they, of course, they're not going to help you, but the information's out there in the matrix, and it's up to you to find it. So they're covered. It's like, well, we don't have to tell you, and oh, we're not allowed to give you legal advice. Well, we recommend that you get a lawyer, and then of course you get the lawyer. The lawyers don't even know this. The lawyer's like, well, you got to pay. Well, I think you should, you're going to have to pay. There's no lawyer thinking outside the box or thinking about providing you a remedy. Like, take me, for instance. 7 years ago, I'm living my life, having a good time, retired. I had a great life going. I really did. I paid I figured out I was paying about $13,000 a year in private tuition for my children, and I was paying $18,000 in child support. Okay, so it's $30,000 cash, and my ex-wife was getting $1,200 a month for my disability. So. And then from that disability money, she was using that money to pay her 1/3 of the tuition. Now, when I was going through the divorce, I got, because I didn't know everything, I got conned into the whole, the tuition thing. And anything that's in, this is for guys who are divorced, they're going to get divorced, or been divorced. They have this thing called a stipulation of settlement agreement. And now what's in that is basically stuff you're agreeing to, but you don't have to. There's no legal basis for paying. There's no laws that say you have to pay it, but who tells you got to pay? Your lawyer, or the other lawyer says, and because we're ignorant, and at that point, you're going through a stressful time in your life. You're looking for guidance, and then you're like, "Well, can they do that? Can they do that? Yeah, they can do that." I made a video a while ago, and I was telling them, like, I was telling you guys how it was like, my attorney was like, "Oh, this judge, he believes that, you got to pay this, you got to pay that, we got to do it." I'm like, so what do I know? I didn't know anything really. So this stipulation of settlement agreement made me pay tuition, and I tried to put stuff in there, and my attorney's like, "Well, Richard, do you really want to argue about that now? And oh, don't you want your kids to go to college? Stuff like that." And what it was they worded it, and now I look back at it, they worded it in such a way, because they knew, because we had a contentious divorce. They knew my ex-wife is fucking evil. I mean, this fucking, all she cares about is money. Like, talk about working the system. This woman knows how to work the system, okay? I told you about her. She's always looking to get over. She's a get over artist. You know, like her and her family, parts of their, members of her family, they look for like fucking old people in the neighborhood who have money, own real estate, and have nobody to take care of them. So when they die, they leave it to them. Okay? That's the type of people they are. So, so the 1/3 of the tuition, my ex-wife, she just takes it out of the Social Security money that she gets from my disability, by the way. I went through a 10-hour back surgery 13 years ago. Okay? I'm lucky I can walk. And I'm in pain all the time. So that's, that shows like what I was doing, what I was going through. I was living my life, and then out of nowhere, my daughter starts going to college. We have in the agreement that, and by the way, it's a law, by the way, too. Even the child support agencies acknowledge, or whoever, they acknowledge that, and all the state courts acknowledge that if your child is going to college and you're paying room and board, you don't have to pay child support because your child's not living at home. So why do you got to pay two things? Well, we had that in my agreement, and as soon as my daughter went to a $40,000 a year college against my wishes, when I wanted her to go to a state college, so which means I had to pay the maximum amount of state college. So I'm like, well, whenever I pay in my room and board, I'm not paying the child support. So once that started happening, my greedy ex-wife ran to a lawyer. Actually ran the family court and started this whole fucking thing and ruined my life. My life's never been the same ever since. And, had I known what I know now, I could have stopped all of these things. And I discovered it this week. And everything that I've been doing with you guys, with doing the court stuff and the clerks and this one and that one, is good because that's evidence showing that there is no court order. But the other stuff I discovered is huge. Now I'm saying this stuff because, I've done a lot. I've documented my whole struggle. I've been doing this, making videos pretty steady, since around September or before that. And I documented everything. I showed you guys, okay, I'm filing this one today. And, I showed you guys that I filed the actual, the writ of quo warranto that got me into court, that got me in front of that judge. That video's on it's up there. And that's where I got the judge to issue the stay. And onward I went, got my case, got it vacated, and here I am. And before that, I was helping people, teach people how to write stuff, because I'm good at this now. I've written so much now. It's like second nature to me. But I have credibility. Okay, and besides having credibility, I've done so much research. I've listened to hours and hours of YouTube videos, listening to people who I hold to a high regard, who know much more than I, that if they ever came onto my channel and said something to me, I'd be like, okay, I'll look into it. Yes, sir. Like that. Like one channel that's really good is Rob Ryder. There's another guy, his name is Heretic. He stopped making videos a couple of years ago. He just started making videos again. And it was from him and Rob Ryder where I got the idea for the writ of quo warranto. Now, the writ of quo warranto, what you're doing is you're asking them for their authority. So that person there telling you what to do with your life, telling you have to do this, they have to have authority to do that. They have to prove they went to school, they went to college, they got certified, they were sworn in the court, and they had to have filed their oath and their bond under public officer law. I made the video, I showed you guys. Okay? It's an undertaking. So every state in the Constitution, they have a public officer law. And that's what the writ of quo warranto does. So, some guy comes on my channel, in the comments section right away, writ of quo warranto is only for criminal cases and whatever. Next thing you know, he's an expert. I don't know him, never met him. Checked his channel, he had like no videos. I just assume he's a troll. I mean, that's what trolls do. Trolls are experts. They come on your channel, they start telling you what you're doing is wrong, or they start antagonizing you, mocking you. That's like a troll. So, I blocked this guy because I think it's kind of rude to come on some guy's channel, especially at, right around that time, I had about 1,500 subscribers. I have I have a resume. I got everything. I have my videos. I got a lot of followers. I'm a pretty respected YouTube guy. Okay, educated if you want to call me that. This guy comes on my channel. He's an expert. So I blocked him. Well, this guy got all mad. He's a vindictive guy, this guy. Now, to this day, I still don't know what his education is. Meaning, what's your background to be an educator in child support that you're so good that you're willing to make videos about it? And by the way, this guy, in his videos, he's attacking me. Makes fun of the way I talk, attacking my paperwork. Had a $1,000 challenge for the writ of quo warranto. All because I made him mad because he came on my channel as he was rude. He's an expert, telling me I'm wrong right away, not suggesting to me, not like there's ways of doing it. Maybe you want to think about, I thought maybe he was only criminal, whatever. Because he definitely fit the criteria as a troll. But anyway, so, this guy's made a few videos now where he's just taking jabs at me. He's a wise guy. Well, I understand now he wants a truce. Fine, you want a truce, that's fine. But just remember something. You started this with me. Okay? And you had these videos posted for a few weeks now. But now you decide you want a truce. And that's okay. You want a truce, that's fine. I don't mention your name. Whatever. God bless you. But you know what got me mad? So I go on his channel, and in the comment sections, I see people that I helped who email me, and I help these people. And this guy's, as part of his, rhetoric, is making fun of me. So where's your loyalty, people? Huh? What? All that stuff I did for you don't count? Doesn't mean anything? When I give you hope, sometimes hope goes a long way. And let me tell you something. When I was down and I was doing my paperwork, I always had that hope that I was going to win. And it kept me going. And I gave up a couple of times. Then I found out in Osiris's videos, and he helped me out because it showed me that I was right. Because when you're told no all the time by filing your paperwork in family court, sometimes you start thinking, I'm just going to be turned down, and you give up. But everything that he was saying, I was like, holy shit, I was right. Okay? And then, the writ of quo warranto is what got me through. It wasn't the reason why it was vacated. I've never said it was. It got me in front of the judge. And the judge, because the way I worded it was, by what authority do you have to deprive me of my property? Okay? Because this person was basing his opinion on some law in California, because California early on made a law. Just like New York State did the same thing. We have a writ of mandamus, writ of prohibition. writ of certiorari, and they call it an Article 78. They grouped it together, but there's still common law writs. But so in California, they're like, well, if you want to question somebody's authority, you got to go through the Attorney General. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Attorney General is really looking out for you. You know what I mean? Like, so the Attorney General is really going to give you a fair shake on things. Okay, you got to do these things on your own. But it's a law under the public officer law. These people have to have an oath, and they have to have a bond. That's the reason for it. And I'm just saying, that's what got me in front of this judge. And I got in front of him, and I went to town. You watch the video, people have seen it. I walked the tightrope. He was nice to me. I made sure I didn't anger the guy. And he issued a stay, and that stay resulted in, them vacating my, my child support and everything. And my life's done a 180 ever since. But I'm helping everybody. But, I was a little disappointed seeing people that I'm helping on this guy's channel. I don't know. I think that loyalty, you got to be a little more loyal. And, he wants the truth, that's fine. I don't really care, Because I know what I'm doing is good. I know that what I'm saying is right. And I know I'm on the right track. Okay? I've had a few people, employer, stop taking the money out. A few of them, they don't want me to put it on. I can't put it on here because they don't want to piss off the child support people. And they don't want their bosses to get in trouble. Okay? I've had a few people, so I know my stuff is right. And yesterday I found more stuff for the employer. I actually have the actual wording for the income withholding order that if it's not there, your employee doesn't have to honor it and cannot be in trouble. So they can't say, well, we're bound by law, because as part of this law, there has to be something on it. And I'm not saying anymore because, I'm looking out for me now from now on. I've helped a bunch of people. I could have made a lot more money because I don't take advantage of desperate people. But, I was a little disappointed, when people... listen, you want to go to another channel, that's fine, but not when the guy's ripping me apart. And my work. Okay? I know my work is sound. Okay? Yeah, and I talk funny. I come from New York. And I don't smoke crack. Anyway, listen, if anybody's interested, I cracked the matrix, I believe. If you want the paperwork, reach out for a small donation. You can have it. Oh, and, there's a couple people, sadly, because I'm so friggin' gullible, people, hey, Rick, can I have the updated paperwork? Oh, okay. So one day I'm like, let me check. Oh, this guy wants the updated paperwork, but he never gave me a donation. Like, come on, man, do the right thing a little bit. I got people that'll send me $5, and that means a lot to me because they're trying. It's meaning. It's the meaning of it. $5 might be a lot to this guy. It means. Some people they'll just take without even thinking. Maybe I should throw this guy a couple of dollars for what he's done for us, because I've helped a lot of people. I mean, I made paperwork I was helping people. I didn't start asking for money till the second week of January for a donation. I was helping people from at least September on for a few months. I wasn't getting a penny, and making videos and stuff and giving good information. Throw me a couple. I had one guy made a mistake. I sent them the paperwork without getting a donation. I thought he sent it to me. He never gave it to me, and he disappeared. He stole it from me. It's because I mixed a donation from somebody. I thought it was his, and he was supposed to send it to me. And once I gave him the paperwork, he flew. Another good guy. But I got to remember, some of you guys never paid child support before. That's why you're in this boat that you're in. I hate to say it. Not me. I know. I got a stack of checks at home like that. I can prove. I spent a lot of money on child support. But anyway, I'm rambling. All right. So listen, you guys have a good day, and again, I got some good information this week, and I took those videos down. By the way, I'm not sharing that information anymore. Okay, because I gotta get a little something for my hard work. Okay, this stuff doesn't happen every day. All right, especially after I found out, what I found out. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.